Hello, my name is HistoryWes, and welcome back to Family Quest. We are here at our old base because we have a full, or mostly full, villager set up here. Old fox. And I want to pick up some armor. Okay. I'll take a chest plate, helmet, boots, and leggings. Yeah, these are going to be disenchanted anyway. Let's see. I don't know that I need these, but I think I'll go ahead and get a sword and axe. That'll do me. Okay, so we're going to head back over to our main, our new Megabase, and take a look at the improvements that we have made. So, as Joe Hills would say, time skip. Here we are back in the underground section of our main Megabase, and we're going to look at the improvements from the bottom up, I think. First of all, we've cleared out this area mostly. This is the last of our unused dug-up material. What? This is the first time I've seen a mob appear in here, so obviously I need to improve some lighting a little bit. Thank goodness that that skeleton didn't get after Eric or Steve. Eric and Steve live in here. This was just a storage area. How you guys doing? Here's Eric. He's a fisherman. Here's Steve. What are you, Steve? You're a stonemason. So, you know, hey, they may be gay. I don't know. It's none of my business. They're fine either way. And they're free to come and go. That's where they live. Alright, stepping out into the main presentation room. We are completed all the way with the ceiling. I think my son added that little bit right there when I didn't realize it, just to light that area up. We're going to build a conference room, I think, up there with a glass window looking down onto the Great Eagle. And we've got my name on the floor in diamond blocks. Beyond the presentation room, we have the Hall of Eternity. And here we have these statues. These were designed by Gold Robin. I'm going to give you a link on the comments below in the description section. I loved these statues. I was planning to build statues, and I'm just not good enough to build my own, at least yet. I might sometime in the future replace these. So these are the 7 deadly sins. We have sloth, greed, anger. Anger is a pillager, of course. Lust, gluttony, envy, and pride. And then over on this side we have the 7 virtues. We have faith, hope, charity. Those are the ones everybody knows about. fortitude, justice, temperance, and prudence. And we're going to open this end all completely up and build a cavern, and that drops down through here, and then we will have a massive entrance here to the base. Here you can see the where we had a rail line. We were moving a couple of villagers over to the industrial area, which we'll get to in a minute. Construction is going along smoothly, but there's a lot to do. So I think this makes a great entryway. Go through the Hall of Eternity and into the presentation room. Yeah, it makes an impression. That was a lot of basalt, a lot of terracotta, and a lot of ores. This is a very expensive room. People complain about finding diamonds in 1.18, but if you just spend a lot of time digging down at the bottom of the earth, you'll find the diamonds. So in here with Eric and Steve is our placard. We started construction on this base on November 30th, 2021. 1921. That would have been a long time ago. 2021. So we are approaching our fourth month of construction on the base here. And the first level down in our underground portion, Area 1, we have been working on. We have our enchanting area here, along with a library where we will keep enchanted books. So touch, I just found that in one of my chests. Next to that, we have our potions laboratory, and we have been using that quite a bit. As you can see, we've also got the makings for golden apples. These other cubicles down here have not been had anything done with it. This will be our armory, which is one of the reasons I got that armor and stuff from the old base. This is our staging area where our choker boxes get unloaded and dropped. The insides get dropped into our sorting system to go into storage. What I didn't do this last time is grab a load of storage shulker boxes and bring back some materials. Every time I make a trip to the old base, I basically grab a bunch of shulker boxes because we have 2 double chests of them full over there, and I'm bringing more materials back over here. Not trying to fill it up, just trying to make sure we have the materials that we might need. And finally, let's see, this is the area I wanted. I decided to replace the signs on our storage area with item frames and the item that is in the storage locker. It just makes it that much easier to find things. I used signs instead of item frames originally because I wanted to I was trying to reduce the lag, but it seems just fine with me on here. My son was having a problem with it before. Yeah, you can see how much easier it is to see what you've got on this side than it is on this side. I still got quite a bit to do. But he has not been on the server for a couple of weeks, pretty much, and even when he is, he seldom visits my base, so why am I kowtowing to him? Alright, let's go on down to the bottom here. That was a short trip. The elevator does not go all the way down to the lowest levels. Let's see. 14, 15 is the lowest. There are 15 underground levels. Alright, and here is our diamond mine, diamond level mine. Also, we have a lot of ores here. I still have ores left over that I haven't used. Now, I was digging in one of the hallway areas down this way, and I just dug into a perpendicular hallway going the other direction. It was very dark, and there were some items floating on the floor there, and it was very freaky. I thought for a moment Hero Brian was in my world, but it turned out it was my son doing mining all the way from his base. So I realized that I could get to that same tunnel by just extending this large main artery all the way down. So that's what I decided to do. And I also found right up through this way a double spawner with two zombie spawners right next to each other. I don't really need a zombie spawner, as you'll see in a minute, but I've got one if I want to work on it. So anyway, this hallway had no lighting. It was just a blank, empty hallway. Here's where I broke into it. And I went all the way down that way, placing torches, and it goes about 1,000 blocks to my son's new Megabase. And so I started digging it the other direction here. And if I go back this direction, let me turn that volume down a little bit. If I go back this direction, eventually I will reach my old base. But it's a long way off. It's about 15,000 blocks. And I don't know that I'm going to make it there. Here I found a mine shaft here. And here's more of the mine shaft here. It goes up that way. But as long as I'm mining for diamonds, I might as well just continue on this pathway right here. And I found quite a bit. I was mining for about 1 hour yesterday, and I got 20 diamonds using Fortune 3 pick. And so continuing down. Every once in a while I hit lava, and then it takes me a while to clear out the lava pool, which is exactly the problem that I've got at the end of this hallway here, because I'm at another lava point. So even though this hallway goes quite some distance, it will probably never reach my old base. But you never know. Alright, let's head back. I have basically unlimited railroad. What am I looking for? Rails. That's the word. I have unlimited rails because we have a rail duper back at my old base that I might recreate down here. These are real duper cheaty kind of, but my philosophy is that if you can do it within Minecraft without leaving survival, it's fair game. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can't get going here. I happen to love traveling by minecart track, which is why I have a fairly extensive minecart track in the Nether. Which, if I was really interested in getting back and forth between the two bases as quickly as possible, I would set up in that location, and which I may still at some point. So that's basically everything that has been worked on in the underground portion of the Megabase, what I was originally referring to as Phase 1. So let's take a look at Phase 2 and 3. Here we go. Okay, we're going to take a couple of stairs to get high enough to hit the elevator. Lots of room for expansion here at the base. Lots of empty areas. Alright. I have to work on lining the rest of this with coral, like we have one side here. Okay. I need to go back to the staging area and grab some rockets out of the red box. Watch this rocket box. Okay. Alright. The second area is just upstairs, but I think we'll sleep real quick because it's nighttime. Keep a bed here at Eric and Steve's place. They don't mind. And we'll shoot up above. There's not been much work completed at this area, which I call the castle area. You'll notice I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creepers and boats. I just threw some boats out there wondering if creepers would pop in them and stay, and they will. 4, yeah, 5. So about the only actual work I've done is working on the inside of Tower 1. I've done a little work on the outside too here with the center ring, but as you can see, it's big inside, so it's taking up a lot more time and more timber than I had originally thought it would. So still not doing much there. We haven't done anything with the other towers, or indeed any of the rest of what will be the castle. What we have been working on is over here in the industrial area. here are our villagers we brought over. We brought 2 villagers from the nearby village and built a breeder. This is a logical Geek Boy design, and they have produced quite a few other villagers. It's turned off right now. They can't see the beds, so they're not producing any more children. But we can turn that back on, and when we get ready to expand, we will. This is our villager trading hall. There's a few minor details on the outside that need to be completed, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. And we have 1 row of villagers. There'll soon be another row on this side and another row on this side. And then the upstairs portion is designated for librarian villagers. Will all be up here. These guys down here are all villagers that I would sell gear to. Whoops. Like our Fletcher here. He's got getting some decent trades, but not great. So what we will do is we will lower him down, and our friendly zombie, Mr. Boo, will come along and zombify him. This is why I needed those golden apples that you saw in the potion shop, or the potion laboratory. So this mechanism is pretty cool. Oh, he's tracking me, so I need to move back. This mechanism is pretty cool. And this too is a logical Geek Boy design. The whole villager setup. Did we zombify him yet? Yep, okay, there we go. So now we can hit him with this and cure him. So most of these guys have been cured and oh, but it's been a while since I traded, so their trades are going up. It was 1 on all these guys, so I'll have to do it, yeah, like this. What I found about this design is just brilliant, because not only does it have a system where the villagers are lowered down to the zombie and he can zombify them, but as the villagers come in, they drop down, they trigger these observers behind them to seal them in. And that part I don't think I need. I can just put the block on top of them as they come in. So when I build the second part of this over here, it'll be a slightly different version of this. Okay, our next expansion is going to be a sheep wool farm. So we are breeding up sheep as we speak, so that we'll be able to build an automatic wool farm. And I'll come back and feed you guys again. But we have another farm, and it is our mob farm. And I don't know who originally came up with this design, but I used the tutorial from Logical Geek Boy. I'm sorry, that is not correct. I used the tutorial from Pixel Riffs. I do so much of Logical Geek Boys and stuff. He may well have created this, but Pixel Riffs did the tutorial that I used. Scaffolding is a wonderful thing. Okay, here we go. So it's dark under the big black area, and every 20 seconds the mobs are flushed out and dropped in the hole. This was the water catcher area was not in Pixel Riff's design, and I added that, and I had a difficult time getting it right, and I never did get it perfectly right. This hole there is not square, but it does work. So let me give it a couple seconds, and we should see some more mobs come in. There's a creeper up there, and there's some skeletons. Spider, and there's our water again. It washes them all out. We get a pretty good return. This is my little AFK area. I have a roof on it so that I don't get attacked by phantoms. And our server has a situation where it will log you off for non-movement. So you can't just sit there and AFK for more than 10 minutes. So I rebind my keys and fix it so that I'm hitting the note block, and then it will leave me on for as long as I want to stay on. Oh, there's a big load of them. Some of the zombies see me occasionally and try to get over. That's a good load right there. Every once in a while one lands on the lip, but doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. Eventually they despawn. So let's see if I can do this. Take one loop around and land here. I did, okay. And here's what we're getting. So I've already removed the gunpowder from here this morning. So as much as I could carry. There's still some more. So what will we take this time? We'll take string, because the villagers in the village trading hall will trade string. There we go. And take a little picture there for our thumbnail. Oh, and so our villager trading hall, this was inspired by the build that Impulse did on Hermitcraft, in that it is amethyst. It's not exactly like his, though. His, I think it was much better than mine. But he used mossy cobblestone to texture his amethyst. I used blue terracotta and purple concrete. And pretty happy with the way it came out. Alright, so that's the situation on Family Quest at this moment. Thanks for stopping by and checking in. I hope that you enjoyed this quick look at our family game. If you did, please press a like and do all those YouTube things down at the bottom. And maybe in some little way this will inspire you to do some big Minecraft stuff of your own, because I am certainly no professional Minecrafter, just an old guy playing at home with his kids. So have a great day, stay safe, and as always, keep on Minecrafting.